First of all, thank you so much for engaging with my content. A lot of you always ask me about release dates for upcoming projects, but half the time, even I don't have the answer. But today, I actually do have some updates. I've got new info on Poisonous Love, 4 Elements, and LMSY release dates, Clairebell cast, and Icememi upcoming projects. On top of that, I'm going to talk about June's live, where she opened up about her struggles and why fans are mad at Gmmtv again. Icememi from Player the Series catching backlash for promoting cheating. Really? And the conversation of GL fans struggling to separate art from the artist. And of course, a bunch of fun little updates in between. So yeah, we have a lot to talk about today. Let's get into it. Let's start with some good news. Poisonous Love's special episode finally has a release date. The production team confirmed it and dropped a new poster and event info. It's coming out on December 13th, which is a Saturday, so basically in 3 weeks. And sorry to my international fans. Oh wait, did you guys know you actually have an official fandom name now? Alkey. It's a mix of alpaca and monkey. Al from alpaca represents Ginny and her personality, and Key from monkey represents Jaina, which fits her a little too well. So yeah, I'm calling you all Alkeys from now on. But unfortunately, for my international Alkeys, there's still no update on when the special episode will be streamed. Nothing official yet. Usually they do air special episodes later with a bit of a delay, especially because they have in-person events happening for the release. So we just have to wait for official announcements. And I did accidentally read some spoilers. Unlucky for me, but don't worry, I'm not sharing anything here. Just know it's very exciting. That's basically all the confirmed updates for Alkeys. The girls are insanely busy right now. Fan meets, interviews, events, airport sightings, their schedule is packed. Next, about the 4 Elements airing schedule, because this is going super viral among fan sites right now. I actually think there's some truth to it, mainly because it lines up perfectly with what the CEO shared at the Tiyang Bantang live event. Producer Pitik also confirmed that the series will officially kick off in January 2026 with the Earth, and apparently there are no delays expected. Here's basically what the CEO said. She mentioned that she brought a project to share, and when the team came back, the organizers told her, "There's a good story coming." And the CEO straight up confirmed it. She officially introduced the project and asked everyone to support 4 Elements from the House of Wat and Wanit. She said we'll definitely get to watch it early next year, with all 4 siblings showing different charms. The cute sweetness of earth, the gentle vibe of water, the warm energy of wind, and the playful chaos of fire. She promised no schedule delays, so January is pretty much locked in. Now, here's what we can look forward to. Earth. Apple Mim will lead this couple, and their story is supposed to be warm, soft, and gentle. Water. Played by Engfa and Charlotte, their pairing is going to be pretty unique. People kept saying Nam will finally be rich this time, but nope, not happening. Wind. Freenbeck will take this one, and their storyline is going to be more dramatic. Fire. Expect a playful, witty, banter-heavy couple to close it all out. And as expected, Apple and Min's Earth has been filming for quite a while now, so if it really is airing in January, there is a high chance we'll get the first trailer around mid-December. In a couple of days, finger crossed. Next up, LMSY and their 3rd series, because the rumors are getting louder. Right now, there's a very high chance that their next project is going to be Rusty Wife, and the trailer or pilot is expected to drop on January 28th. My source for this is a clip from last month's Change Open House event. When LMSY were asked about the new series, they said, "This 28th of January, we're about to start filming. Soon you'll know, just a little more waiting." They also promised the show would hit the mark, and even said one of the characters has a bit of that Look Me vibe. So yeah, everything points to the pilot being released at the end of January. Now let's move to the Clairebell cast, because fans have been begging non-stop for a new Angie and Attar GL. And here's what Devika had to say about that.
Everyone, listen to mommy. Angie and Attar, I know you love them both. You want them to have a series, right? But to have one series is the whole new level. Like, we have to do it from scratch. I have to write a script. I have to do the pod. I have to go and find a sponsor, finding for do a project to create them, to do, and to develop them. Those girls are very intelligent. They have full of skill and they are supernatural. But I'm not sure that you guys are okay because they both are 18. So we have to find the right story for them, you know? And if you guys want me to do it, it means like Davika and Peter has to spend so many time working on this. Post-productions, shootings and pre-productions, everything we has to do it. So you guys have to make sure that you guys really want it. Like you have to show us your support of they both. Like I don't know what you see in them. Like you see they have a chemistry. They stay together in queue. Just, create the page or support them. Anything. To show me that you guys really want, because now we're in the middle of doing Clairebell and I have next year. I have my own movie next year. So if I have to do another project, it has to be squeezed in my schedule. So please, if you want Attar and Angie, you have to show me more that you really, really want to. You really want to see those in the same series, because it took so much time.
Next, we need to talk about June's live because it broke a lot of fans' hearts. And now, Gmmtv is once again being accused of mistreatment and even misogyny. If you follow June for a while, you already know she's been in this industry for years. And Love Echoes is her first actual lead role. During the live, she opened up about how opportunities kept slipping away from her. And anyone would start questioning themselves after going through that for so long. Fans got upset because when you actually listen to everything she said, two big things stand out to me. 1. She talked a lot about the fear of career stagnation. She's been here 7 years, and as you get older, you feel like time is running out. 2. She admitted that there was no clear plan for her career or for this series. Even she wasn't sure what her future at Gmmtv looked like, and she genuinely thought she might end up as the second lead again. And here's the part she shared. I'm quoting her word for word. Honestly, I'm truly aware that the pilot needs to be filmed at least a month before the announcement. But at that point, there's nothing in mind yet, no plans at all, and I was wondering, am I going to make it this year? On the other hand, I've been in this industry for 7 years. There's timing limits before opportunity slips away. I've actually prepared myself for the possibility that we might not make it. But then I asked the higher-ups if June Munich has any series lined up together for next year. And they replied, absolutely. June Munich has to work together anyway. That's what I hear from them. However, I still don't know what we're going to have after nearly a month. One day, the team sent me a pilot file and asked if I was cool with the story. The script and its meaning were originally intended for a boys' series, but they decided to adapt it for girls instead. I was thrilled because it was exactly what I had been waiting for. I started scrolling through the scripts, wondering if there's other couples because I thought we might play as a supporting role for this series, but it turned out there was only one couple in the story. My first thought after reading the script was that if June Munich isn't in this series, then I don't know which series would be a better fit for us than this one. After I finished reading the scripts, I really feel like this series was made for us. It's not like anyone knew before that Munich could use sign language. It's not a case of, oh, Munich, you can use sign language? Let's put you in this series. It's more about the selection of characters that fit us. I remember messaging Munich feeling super happy when we finally got it. But one thing that worries me a bit is that after reading, it seems like it's just us in the pilot, right? Personally, I've always enjoyed being in a series with a lot of people because as a new couple, I think we need other actors and actresses to make the series more interesting. When I saw that it was just P. Save as now playing New's brother, I got a bit concerned since there's no one else around. I'm not sure if we can manage it with just the two of us, especially since in our recent series we had limited time on set. Now it's going to be almost every day with 80% of the story just us. I'm a little worried it might not turn out great since we're not used to this before. This whole thing was quite emotional. She just opened up to her fans. She wasn't dragging anyone or blaming anyone, but the way she talked, it shows you how uncertain and unsupported she must have felt for a long time. And that's why fans are mad, because someone who has been loyal to this company for years shouldn't have to feel this insecure about their own career. And as for Love Echoes, I have the whole video sharing my opinion on the GL lineup. Please do watch the video and look forward to Love Echoes. Okay, now we need to talk about Ice and Memi. I can't believe I have to add this part in my video. I thought we already understood that actresses are not their characters. What happens on screen doesn't automatically reflect their beliefs or personal life. I genuinely thought the anger would die down in a few days, but since it hasn't, we need to address it. So, why are people attacking Amena so hard since last week? Actresses are asking fans to calm down, and even fan sites are posting statements to protect Ice. Let's break this down. There are two things I want to focus on: their next project, and when are we going to actually learn to separate art from the artist? Seriously, why are people attacking Amena for what her character Ploy did in the show? If you've been watching Player, you know the last couple of weeks have been intense. Spoiler alert, skip if you haven't seen it or plan to watch. Here's the situation. Ploy cheats on Pun, and now fans are going off. Some are defending the characters, saying it wasn't really a relationship, more like a situationship. Different interpretations exist. If I give my opinion, I'm mad at Ploy's character, but I also understand where she's coming from. Her past, her trauma, being abandoned by her family, this all shaped how she behaves. That said, she was very passive-aggressive toward Pun. It really felt like she love-bombed her and then assumed Pun was cheating, so she ignores her and goes around and cheat on her instead. On the other side, Pun isn't perfect either. She should have communicated, but she's the type to avoid asking for help or worrying others. We've seen her struggle early in the show, especially in scenes with her sister. She's felt inferior and insecure, and that shaped her decisions too. The point is, this is drama for the screen, and attacking the actress for it is unfair. Amena is doing her job. She's portraying a flawed character, and this kind of intense storytelling is what makes Player interesting. The name itself is Player, and about the cheating part, yes, it felt like cheating to me. You can defend Ploy by saying it's a situationship or whatever, but Pun is clearly hurt, and I personally see red flags in both characters. I watched a recent interview clip where Memi and Amena talked about their characters, and they understand them so well. In one clip they said, "Love is the player in this show. It's changing both of them." And I absolutely love that explanation. As a viewer, yes, it's frustrating to watch, but that doesn't mean I'm going online to attack the actresses. It's a show, it's acting, it's drama. Even Amena posted about this a few days ago. She said, Ploy is someone who carries deep scars when it comes to trust and lies. In this moment, her reasons may still be unclear to everyone, but please stay with her story a little longer. Someone replied, "No, thank you. I don't watch GLs that glorify cheating just because someone has trauma. I watch GLs to watch real love. Your show is anything but a romance." And Amena responded, "Please stay with the story a little longer. Everything happens for a reason." This conversation is still ongoing. Questions fans are debating. Did Ploy cheat on Pun? Is infidelity being glorified? Is this really a toxic situationship? As a fan of this show, I've been advocating for it from the beginning. I get that it's frustrating to watch some character actions. But don't we want diversity in GLs? Don't we want shows to explore real-life issues in GL stories? I personally think we should. I feel bad for Pun, I really do, but I can separate art from the artist. I wouldn't go on X and attack Amena for the choices her character makes in the show. So please, don't attack the actresses. If you're mad, be mad at Ploy, be mad at the story, but don't take it out on the people acting. And that's where I'm going to wrap up talking about this. I really hope you guys are watching this show, because despite all the drama and controversies, it's still a solid, worthy to watch GL. Poisonous love has spoiled us so much. We're not going to see a relationship like Dr. Prem and Pat in every other show. Even everyone's favorite character, Pat wasn't even perfect, and a bit of a red flag at the beginning of the show. This couple became perfect by the end. Even shows like Denied Love has a huge fan base have really toxic situations. Rin and Kem's storylines, a lesbian being in love with her ex's ghost is literally in the room during the whole time when she's married to someone else. Yeah. We have stories with toxic traits before, and unfortunately, things like that can happen in real life. But should we cancel the show and attack Enjoy and June for this? Absolutely not. We need to welcome diversity in GL storylines. If you don't vibe with certain plot points, just move on to another show. There's no shortage of passionate love stories in Thai GLs, and part of what makes GLs so special is that they can be escapism for all of us. I totally understand not wanting to see messy or painful things that happen to lesbians in real life reflected on screen. That's valid. But I also want different stories that start conversations, and Player does exactly that. Now, moving on, Amena and Memi were on a live recently and hinted at their next project. Could be a new series, could be a special episode, it could be anything. Here's the conversation. Memi, I wonder if there will be one. Ice, there will. You'll have to stay tuned for next year. We probably already have plans for the next project. We'll give an update on the last episode day. There will be an update. I guarantee everyone will be excited and amazed by us. I really want GL fans to recognize Icememi. They're amazing actresses and they deliver every time. It would be such a shame if they didn't get another project. Okay, so here's a fun little update. Enemies with Benefits is going so viral right now. I've talked about this in my previous videos, and honestly, it's my top 3rd series in the whole Gmmtv lineup. Jingjing and Jan have already started promoting it, and this pairing has been such a plot twist of the year. I'm honestly so happy fans are enjoying it and supporting it. It's getting all the hype it deserves.